Hello and welcome to another of our full body workouts. This is gonna be 15 minutes and we're gonna start with some back cross squats. This is really good for your hip mobility. It's gonna work on your outside abductors as well as your hamstrings and your glutes like any other squat. This one's focused a little bit more on hip mobility. So try it out. Try to go as deep as you can. If you can, you will touch the ground with your knee, maintaining a controlled descent, holding your balance all the way down, and trying to be controlled on your way up. Those are very good for your ankle mobility. Look how that back, ankle, and toes are bending and putting strength. We're gonna do 12 per side, so you can keep going with me. Feel free to do 10 per side if you're feeling like you need a little bit more chill workout today. Feel free to do 15. You don't have to do them as fast as me. You can go faster or slower. Just here to show you the way I like to do my cross squats. Hopefully inspire you to do some in your workout routines. So here I take some dances. It's really good. I'm listening to a lot of Fat Freddy's Drop, and I started to listen to music in my workouts because I had stopped doing that for a while. And man, it's been really good. Sometimes I get distracted and I start grooving, but it makes my workout so much fun. Now we're gonna go into some horse stances. So one of my favorite exercises, we're gonna take a wide stance and then we're gonna go low as our knees, as low as our knees. And we're gonna do a 30-second hold. When we're done, we're gonna do a 10-second rest. So here you wanna drop the hips to the height of your knees. Your knees shouldn't go past your heels. So everything is forming like 90-degree angles. Your ankles, your knees are forming 90-degree angles. We're gonna start our 10-second rest, and once 10 seconds go by, we're gonna go again. 30 seconds horse stance. You wanna tense the glutes, maybe do a little bit of a pelvic tilt to the front. That really works for me, getting deeper into the exercise. I also like to form a triangle in front of me. Another way you can hold this position is with the hands at the side of your hips. And we're gonna start our 10-second rest. Take a breather, relax, dance, whatever you like at this 10-second rest. It's your time. And now we go again into our time, or the horse stance time. It's gonna be 30 seconds in this position. Holding the triangle makes me feel like the energy is flowing the right way. And 30 seconds are done. We just did a minute and 30 seconds of horse stance. We're gonna take a full minute relaxing. So take a breather, walk around, dance, or you can start looking for a mat or a cushion. I'm gonna lay here flat on the ground, but you can look for a mat or a cushion because on the next exercise we're gonna do some open holds. Before we start with our open holds, remember that this position has a regression. So I am gonna do with straight legs and straight arms. Arms are gonna go besides the head, so they're gonna go up, and legs are gonna go straight. There you can see the position. We're gonna do 20-second hold with 10-second rests. We're gonna repeat 3 times. You can regress by bending the knees. This way, the exercise is going to be a little less intense. What you should think about mostly in this exercise, so you can target your deep core and you can keep a lower back healthy, is going to be maintaining your lower back flat on the ground. So I want you to focus as much as you can on maintaining that flat back on the ground. When I first started doing these exercises, I remember having such an arch in my back. It was funny. I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't do absolutely anything to eliminate that arch on my back. But with doing this exercise more and more and doing other core exercises, I finally was able to hold this position with a flat back. And it was really good. I felt really happy about it. Took me a while, but it is definitely achievable. So we're almost done with our last 20-second hold. Take a breath, relax. This is a hard exercise, at least for me. Maybe you have a strong core. And this is very chill for you. 20 seconds in, 10 seconds out is nothing, but for me it's a lot. So now we're gonna do some dead bugs. Here I'm gonna restart my camera so you have maybe 30 more seconds to rest before we start our dead bugs. We're gonna do 12 repetitions total, so it's gonna be 6 per side. On a dead bug, you want the same thing with your lower back. So lower back flat on the ground, our 4 limbs are hanging, and we're gonna straighten one leg and the opposite arm. So this is also gonna work on your coordination, besides from your core muscles. And we're gonna try to maintain the flat back on the ground and the other limbs not moving. As you can see on my first 2 reps, my knee and my arm wanted to go with me, with the arm that was supposed to move. But after some repetitions, you kind of get the hang of it. And stay still while you move other parts of the body. So some parts move, some parts are in complete stillness. Alright, great. So this is the flat back part of our workout. Feel free to ditch the mat. It's not needed anymore. Now we're gonna go into some pike hovers. The regression here would be plank hovers. But here we're gonna do some pike hovers. We're gonna put our hands flat on the ground, strong on the ground. We're gonna go all the way to a deep squat, and then we're gonna lift our hips as high as we can on the sky. Our body should lift all the way up, our legs should be straight, and we should be hovering on the tips of our toes. Go as high as you can. Maybe in your practice you can even lift your toes. I don't have that yet. Our head should go past our hands, or at least our shoulders should be in line with our hands. So we hold this hover, so we can start working on our shoulders and our hands. This is also a very good core strength exercise. Core just works in a lot of body weight exercises. We do work with our core a lot, like we're supposed to. It's the middle of our body. It holds every single one of our movements. It holds us upright, so we should work our core thoroughly. So once we did about 10 repetitions of these pike hovers, maybe we can do 10 to 12, and now we're gonna do a minute of cat crawl. So here we're gonna set a timer. You can do 45 seconds to a minute. I take a small break around 40 seconds. Okay, we start. Here you want to keep your core engaged. This is a full body exercise, so as you can see, you're working your triceps, your forearms, your core, your hamstrings, everything. And here you try to maintain your shoulders and your elbows tucked in. So you should keep your elbows tucked in right next to your rib cage. This way you're gonna keep the shoulder a little bit safer. It is safer overall. Whenever you're doing a pushing workout, you would like your shoulder to be somewhat protracted, so it has like an outside twist, where if you do it, your elbows are going to be pointing to your knees and the other side of your elbow is going to be pointing forward to your gaze. So this is the position that you'd want to hold when you do push-ups, when you do ring holds, and when you do crawls, or when you do pike stands on the last exercise. You don't want to be with your elbows looking at the side, because that's a little bit more unstable on the shoulders. So here we're going to do our last couple seconds on our cat crawl. Let that animal inside you take control. And imagine you're hunting or running or sneaking. Just that cat crawl. Really good full body exercise. I try to implement it into every one of my workouts, every one of my full body workouts, because it works everything. And every time you do it, you feel like you have more flow and more fun with it. So for our next one, we're gonna do Supermans. Here you wanna lay with the stomach on the ground, tense your glutes, tense your lower back, and we're gonna raise ourselves about 12 to 15 times. Here you'd like to keep the neck straight, so you don't want your face to be falling. Your hands are going to be around the same height as your face or your ears. And the last rep we're going to hold for 5 seconds. So we're going to do this for 10 to 15 repetitions, and on the last one we're going to hold between 5 to 10 seconds on the last one. For this next exercise, we're going to do some W retractions. So here you want to protract your scapulas, so put them together first, and then we're going to lift our arms up. So protract the scapulas and then lift our arms up. I'm going to put a small video here on the side where you can see this movement a little better from another angle. This is a really good way to work on our back and our middle back. Working our back is really hard on body weight exercises if you don't have a pull-up bar or weights. This is one of the ways that we can strengthen our shoulders, get some movement into our scapulas, and hopefully have a healthier spine, back, and shoulder. Really good for your upper body range of motion. Alright, we're done. We just did 12 of those. Between 10 and 15, who's counting? And for our last exercise, we're going to find a rope. You can also use a broomstick. I like to use a rope because it's a little bit more forgiving than a broomstick. It moves a little bit more. We're going to go kneeling. And here we're going to try to bring our scapulas together the same way as our last exercise. And we're going to hold the rope as wide as we like, as we feel comfortable. As wide, if it's wider, it's easier. And we're gonna try to keep our elbows straight and then do a full circle front to back, just to open our chest. We're gonna do 10 repetitions here. You can do maybe 15 if you feel good. If you have some pain on your elbows or shoulders, stop doing this exercise or maybe go a little bit wider. That's gonna help. If you do go a little bit wider, it's gonna be easier on your shoulders and on your elbows. So as you can see, I'm pretty hyped. We just finished this full body workout. Leave a like, leave a comment on the best part. Follow if you want more exercises like these. See you next time.